Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said something I actually agree with. And I can't believe I'm going to agree with Mike Johnson, but here we are. He was on Meet the Press today, and he was talking about Ghislaine Maxwell and said her 20-year sentence for all of her crimes was a pittance and she deserved a longer sentence. And I actually agree. I think 20 years was too lenient. But why were they talking about it? Well, the House is going to be subpoenaing Ghislaine Maxwell to talk about what she knows in the Epstein files. And it came up because Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche went to talk to her, and they gave her limited immunity. This is a thing that happens a lot. I did a video on it the other day. It's usually called like Queen for a Day, where they can say whatever they want, and anything that is said cannot be used against them in an effort to see if there's enough there to make some kind of a deal. Now, what kind of a deal would be made would be dependent on what information she's willing to share about client lists for Epstein, things like that, that could lead to other people being prosecuted. And there's been talk that Donald Trump may end up pardoning Maxwell. And now Speaker of the House Mike Johnson is saying it's a pittance, she deserved longer. And I agree with that. He also says, I hope that she can be trusted when she comes to testify, because one of the things she was convicted of was perjury, and she barely testified in her own defense at her own trial. But this also shows something else, that there is a split within the Republican Party. A big chunk of the Republicans, specifically the MAGA base, does want the Epstein list released. They want all the files. They want to know who was involved. And that's because they believe it's going to be chocked full of Democrats, hardly any Republicans, because they've been told for years all of the most vile things about Democrats. But anyway, they want these files released. And for Donald Trump, on his part, he's trying to avoid them being released. He keeps shifting positions and twisting things and trying to get away from it. So if he does end up pardoning Maxwell, this is going to cause a bigger split within the Republican Party itself, within their voting base, but also within the politicians. And it could end up leading to him losing the little support he does have in Congress. He can't lose very many votes out of the Republican Party and still get things passed right now in Congress. And if people like Speaker of the House Mike Johnson turn on Donald Trump, his power is going to be very minimalized. So we'll have to see how they handle this. But I can't believe I agreed with Mike Johnson on something. What is this coming to?